Tracy believes Monica's house should go to spoiler. Plus, is Nathan West alive? Lulu checks on a white pickup truck, which has crashed by the side of the road. She calls it in, saying a person is inside and unresponsive. We only see an airbag, not who is behind the wheel. Chase arrives on the scene, and as the firefighters work on the man, he questions Lulu about what happened. Lulu explains she found the truck already crashed, saw no other vehicles or people, and tried to talk to the man whose face was obscured. Later, Chase says she did everything she could, and the man is on his way to the hospital. The hospital. Liz tells Lucas that Britt is in a meeting with Terry and Portia. They assume she's trying to get her job back. Suddenly, Liz reads the news on her computer that Monica has died. Geez, the whole family doesn't know yet, and it's in the news? Liz remembers how Monica was Jake's first paying customer for a commissioned piece of art. Lucas notes this place won't be the same without her, as she was a legend. Danny visits Drew, who is there to ask if he can see Scout. He notes Scout is scared and needs her family, which is why she keeps coming to the QS place. He wants to see his sister. Drew doesn't think so. Danny tells Drew he's only doing this to hurt his dad, but really, he's just hurting Scout. Drew says Danny is a good kid, but he does reckless things thanks to Jason's bad influence. Danny tells Drew that his mom wanted him, Rocco, and Scout to stay together, and he hopes Drew can live knowing she'd hate this, and it would break her heart. Drew doesn't think so. Danny tells Drew he's only doing this to hurt his dad, but really, he's just hurting Scout. Drew says Danny is a good kid, but he does reckless things thanks to Jason's bad influence. Danny tells Drew that his mom wanted him, Rocco, and Scout to stay together, and he hopes Drew can live knowing she'd hate this, and it would break her heart. Rocco and Charlotte meet Emma at Bobby's. They haven't found out back yet, and Emma notes Gio is still out investigating leads. Emma says Joe's grandpa Sonny has offered a reward, so they decide to update the poster to feature the QS stables. Molly returns having found Outback's owners online via a quick missing dog search. Molly says she'll call the number, but Cody asks her not to. Cody puts the dog in his room and then tells Molly that perhaps she ran away because her owners were bad people. Molly says pets get lost for all kinds of reasons, and the dog is clearly well cared for, and someone is missing her. Suddenly, Gio arrives to talk with Cody and explains that Rocco's dog, Outback, is missing. They got a tip a dog looking like her was seen around the estate and asks Cody to keep a lookout for her. Cody asks how the dog got loose, and Gio explains how it happened. Cody then reunites Gio and Outback. Gio thanks him and tells him there is a reward of $10,000 for the dog. Cody says it wouldn't feel right taking it, and Gio should donate it to an animal shelter. Molly is clearly impressed. Back at Bobby's, Emma gets a call from Gio, who asks her to meet him at the stables. Emma takes off, and Rocco and Charlotte chat about Britt. Charlotte thinks that if he talks to Mom, she'll let him see Britt. Rocco isn't sure he wants to meet her. Jason heads to the gatehouse and reflects on the story Tracy told him about Monica taking care of him as a baby when he was sick. Michael walks in and can see that Jason is upset. Jason has to break the news that Monica died. Michael regrets not visiting Monica this morning with Wiley and Scout. He visits her every morning to tell her how much he loves her, but he didn't today. Jason says Monica knew he loved her. Looking back, Jason regrets keeping Michael away from the Quartermaines. Michael says he didn't grow up with Monica as his grandma, but he formed a strong bond with her when he was a teen. He also knows Monica loved having Jason and Danny here in the Quartermaines' living room. Both Brooklyn and Ned have received texts from Tracy asking them to come home quickly. Tracy appears and bluntly tells them Monica died. She then breaks down. Ned and Brooklyn are shocked, and Brooklyn says she just saw Monica with the kids this morning. Tracy is so glad Monica's last moments were with her grandchildren. Ned wishes his mother had called them, so she didn't have to deal with this alone. Tracy explains that Jason was with her, and he found her. She also went to see Monica and promised to take care of everyone she loves. Tracy thinks about all the people she's loved who are gone and doesn't know what she'll do without Monica. Ned and Brooklyn embrace her. Brooklyn tells Tracy that she's been so strong through all of this, and she wants to help her with the funeral arrangements. Tracy wants to be the one to make the final selection of her urn or casket, according to Monica's wishes for her interment. Back at the gatehouse, Michael tells Jason that the family is all gathered at the house if he wants to head up there. Jason wants to stay there and tells him the story Tracy told him about this place. He feels close to Monica here right now, so Michael leaves Jason to his thoughts. Alone, Jason cries, "I'll miss you, Mom. I love you." Up at the house, Ned still can't believe Monica is gone, after everything she's battled in her life. Brooklyn says Monica was their rock, and it's hard to imagine the family without her. That's when Michael walks in. Laura meets with Anna and Dante in Anna's office. Anna explains that they have a link between the judge's murder and Drew's shooting. She and Dante detail that the judge had been bribed, and in Drew's safe, there was a wire transfer from a Swiss bank account to the judge. Unfortunately, they can't prove the account is Drew's thanks to Swiss laws. Anna hopes to speak with Drew herself, and Laura asks them to keep her informed. This could have a huge impact on the future of Port Charles if their congressman is involved in all of this. At the mansion, Michael hugs Tracy and thanks her for everything she did for his grandmother, and says she was Monica's best friend. Tracy says Monica was the foundation of this family, and Michael was her pride and joy, which is why all of this should be his. At the hospital, Liz goes in to see Drew, who rants about Danny and Jason. Liz tells him to stop. She's here to tell him that Monica passed away. Drew is clearly stunned. At the gatehouse, Danny finds his dad in tears. He sits next to him on the couch and puts his arm around his shoulder. Outside the stables, Molly tells Cody he did the right thing in telling Gio. She heads off, and Emma appears, asking Cody about Gio. Cody tells her he's inside. Emma walks in and is thrilled to see out back with Gio. As they cuddle with the dog, they finally kiss. At the accident scene, Chase thanks Lulu for her statement. Lulu hopes whoever it is okay, and she needs to get to Bobby's to pick up her kids. At Bobby's, Charlotte thought for sure Rocco would want to meet Britt. Rocco says now that she's alive, it all feels so much more real. Finally, Anna and Dante arrive at the hospital to see Drew. Suddenly, the crash victim is brought in. Lucas rushes over and is stunned when he looks at the man, and looks up at Dante and Anna. The cops walk over, look at the victim, and they, too, are stunned.